Hey, my name is John Broussard, Athletic Director at Murrieta Mesa. More so than any other time in our history this year, I think it's imperative that we are introspective in regards to our journey, where we've been, where we're going, what's working well, what's not working well. I know for myself, being year 4 in my tenure here, we're finishing up a chapter. You know, we brought on a set of student athletes and families and partnerships over a 4-year span, and they're graduating on. We're welcoming a new set, and it's time to write a new chapter, and I'm excited to do that.
Athletics play a huge role for our students that are involved. I could quickly Google 15 studies that suggest and show and give data that kids that are involved in extracurricular activities do better in school academically. So, I mean, we are a school, academics are important, but we have to engage kids. It teaches kids work ethic, determination, grit. If athletics doesn't teach you grit, I don't know what does in terms of just continuing to grind to get to the top of your game.
4 years ago when I arrived, our halls was blank. And I sat down with Mr. Ellis, the principal, and I was letting him know some different experiences I had about what excellence looks like. And there's a feeling, there's an emotion that you want your student athletes to have when they show up. And that message is, it's important to be an athlete. It's important to put on this uniform. It means something to be a part of this team. And the story that we told on the walls prior wasn't that. So when you walk through Legacy Hall or other areas on our campus, that's the message that you now get. We now have students showing up visualizing where that bar is. They look at 2015 and say, you know what? I want to be that next CIF champion. They look at last year and say, I want to be the state champion. I want to break records. I want to leave a legacy. We feel that it's our responsibility and our duty to make sure we bring that to them. We show them what excellence looks like. It's not an aloof, abstract goal in mind. No, you walk the halls every single day and you understand, I can be here, I can accomplish this, and greatness can happen through me as a result of being a student at Murrieta Mesa.
I'm super proud of everything that we've accomplished over these last 4 years, from CIF championships to state titles. Coming in as a freshman, we were always known as the underdogs and the easy team to beat, so I'm very proud to see the amount of respect we've gained, because people are now seeing what we're capable of. And memories that stick out to me are seeing an increase in attendance and seeing other sports support other sports.
Our mindset and our motto in our softball program has been, we're not here to fill a spot, we're here to win. And that came from early on in the season, getting into one of the toughest tournaments in California. We went out there, you know, we were a last second, you know, so team scratch, we were a last second fill-in spot. I told the girls it's an opportunity for us, you know? So we always set the bar high, and you know, we're here to win championships, we're here to win. And like I said, once you instill that in your athletes, they buy into it, and that's the expectation.
We go back 3 years, baseball won CIF Division I, the biggest one in Southern Section, probably the best division in the state. They won that, and that just creates so much excitement. Next year we won CIF, the following year track CIF as well as state. I mean, that's 1 out of 600 high schools in California, or however many high schools won, and that was us in boys track. So there's a better, more positive energy when there's some winning involved, and so athletics definitely contributes to that, especially their success lately.
Being a multi-sport athlete here at Mesa is very humbling and such an honor to represent my school in this way. I just want to say thank you to my coaches for always supporting me in my decisions, and my teammates as well. Throughout all 3 of my sports, we've been in huge games, wins and losses, and I can't thank my coaches and my teammates enough. My favorite memories is those huge games that we've won and lost, but learned from those losses. Those bus rides and van rides and just spending time with my teammates is ultimately the best memory of my high school career so far. I honestly don't know how my life would be without sports.
But when it comes to fiscal resources, we do what we can with what we have, which, to be honest, is not enough. We have a level of excellence here, and we need to maintain that. And that requires more than we get in our budget. It requires more than is allocated to us. So it really falls on the back of our families, and then of community partners. We reach out to community partners that want to help us get along, support. They see that need, and they know how important athletics and other activities are for kids, just to be healthy members of society.
One of the toughest challenges is the money side of running a high volume program. From transportation to field maintenance to equipment. A lot of that is is a burden right now that's being put on families and the student athletes. It would be nice if we could just focus on the game of softball and not have to worry about the money side of it, but that is one of the toughest challenges.
We have so much pride in where we are, what our former student athletes and families have accomplished, but we have an intensity, a relentless pursuit to make sure we maximize the next students, the next family that comes across, whether it's this year with our current students, or I know we have some middle schoolers that are excited to put on that Mesa uniform, and to be able to meet their needs, we need money. It's just the reality. Whether it's transportation, whether it's resources and supplies, we are falling short annually. It's the state of what, of where we're at and where we're in. So I'm excited to establish partnerships to get us to this point. We've established some great partnerships in the community, and we need more, quite frankly. If our kids' dreams are going to be realized, if we're going to continue to instill those values and the principles and the stories and the character needed to be successful people in our community, it starts now. We're at the grassroots level, and we're asking for people to believe in our students' future, believe in our community. And that's the offer, that's the partnership and opportunity that we're trying to connect and bridge together from a school point to a community-based standpoint.